As we conclude 2024 as your diocesan border missioner, I want to reflect on a year defined by your unwavering dedication to embodying the Christ teachings of love, compassion, and service to those in need. The border, its enforcement, and politics may be complex. Our mission is simple. We serve the most vulnerable among us. This last year, we continued to center on proactive support and education within our border communities. Duluth farm workers. This year began with the Epitome celebration for the children of farm workers in Fallbrook. In the Mexican tradition of Three Kings Day, or Dia de los Reyes, it's when presents are opened by the children. Thanks to the generosity of our congregations, 27 children received gifts during this celebration. The event included a lunch sponsored by our congregations and a service led by Archdeacon Cindy Campos and also by St. Mary's in the Valley parishioner Cindy Dodson. The Reverend Leland Jones was instrumental in organizing the event. In addition to gifts and a meal, non-perishable and winter clothing were donated. We are continuing discussions with this community about establishing a regular monthly service. Border Church and Whiskey 8 site. Border Church initiative, which has been supported by congregations including St. Bart's, St. Andrews by the Sea, St. Andrews Encinitas, and St. Mary's in the Valley, is providing spiritual care and solidarity for migrants awaiting assistance in open-air detention sites. These Sunday services offer migrants a space for healing and connection, transcending boundaries to unite people of different traditions in compassion and justice. Through prayer and spiritual guidance, we uplift migrants, help them feel seen and valued. Over 300 people have participated in these services. Since September 2023, Border Church has been held at the Whiskey 8 site, a space between two 30-foot border walls where migrants fleeing persecution await processing by Border Patrol. Some migrants, including women and children, have had to wait for days in response. We set up a humanitarian station to provide food, water, and primary medical care. Many congregations have contributed water, food, diapers, warm clothing, and several thousand migrants have been supported in this effort. Refugee resettlement. In partnership with the Episcopal Migration Ministries and other dedicated partners, we have played a critical role in assisting families in navigating the complexities of the humanitarian parole system. Our efforts have focused on reunited loved ones in the United States while helping them build new lives with limited resources. Through legal assistance, emotional support, logistical guidance, we empower individuals to overcome the challenges the immigration process processes. In 2024, over 600 individuals were assisted after being cleared by Customs and Border Protection and being released street-side at the Iris Trolley Station in San Diego. We assisted them with reconnecting with families, arranging transportation, and navigating their next steps. Cesar Chavez Park, Venezuelan migrant camp. 2 migrant camps emerged this year, housing families who lacked sponsors, many of whom were from Venezuela. A small camp of 10 families was established near the 5 freeway, while a larger camp at Cesar Chavez Park, housing approximately 70 persons, including 25 children. Once again, our congregation stepped up to provide essential supplies like food, water, portable stoves. Special thanks to Sandia Tuttle for her contributions. These camps were later disbanded, and support for our congregations was invaluable. Additional migrant support that occurred during 2024 to secure temporary housing. I'm not going to go into all the details of how many families were assisted. I will briefly mention just a couple of them. One was a visit we had in Tijuana to a shelter to an Afghani young man who was waiting to cross into the United States to be reunited with his family. At that point, we also met a family of 5 from Pakistan that had no sponsor in the United States. When they came across, they had nowhere to go. Fortunately, the Immigration Resource Center provided them housing, support in obtaining their work permit, and soon after, they were on their own with the work permits and being productive members of the community. Several families were also assisted with temporary overnight housing, and that was in great support from our congregation at St. Andrew's by the sea and the folks there. We also had a couple of young ladies that we assisted with overnight housing that had been robbed in Tijuana by human traffickers. These are just some of the families that we assisted also in providing them overnight housing. San Diego Airport Migrant Lunch Support. In partnership with the Lutheran and United First Methodist churches, we provided over 10,000 sack lunches to migrants at the San Diego Airport, awaiting final transportation after clearance by CBP, Customs and Border Protection. This initiative has been a testament to our faith and commitment of feeding the hungry, demonstrating love and solidarity for those at the end of their difficult journey. Comunidad de Luz. The Comunidad de Luz shelter in Tijuana, Mexico will be a beacon of hope for immigrant women and children seeking refuge. Aligned with Christ's call to care for the vulnerable, the shelter will offer trauma-informed psychological support, skills training, and resources for community integration. By addressing these families' unique challenges, Comunidad de Luz will empower women and children to rebuild their lives with resilience and self-sufficiency. Through our outreach and support network, the Diocese will not only facilitate healing, but also help these individuals become productive members of their community. We expect the shelter to open initially for 30 women and children with the capacity of 100 by the end of the year, and we hope to begin the beginning of the year to open the shelter. The work carried out in 2024 would not have been possible without the generosity and dedication of all our congregations, including Good Samaritan, St. Andrew's by the Sea, St. Andrew's Encinitas, St. Bart's, St. Paul's Cathedral, St. John's in Fallbrook, and many, many others. A special thank you to All Souls Point Loma for their continued support. In conclusion, inspired by Christ's teachings, we remain steadfast in our commission to serve the most vulnerable among us. Together through these ministries, we are making a profound impact on the lives of migrants, offering hope, support, and love. Thank you.